Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Mini Medium show on the A1R Psychic Radio and Moonstruck TV. Happy hump day. Happy Wednesday. I am looking forward to tonight. It's been, for me, it's been, well, for one, uh, it's been just a very nice, calm day today, which has been nice. And yesterday, being Valentine's Day here, here in the U.S., I don't know how Valentine's works in other countries. To be honest, maybe that's something I need to look into and do more research. But anyway, yesterday I was busy with. Man, it was so fun. I got the chance to go up to Park City here in Utah. So if you've never been to Park City, or if you've never been to Utah, you need to. Our mountains are beautiful. We have tons of snow right now, and matter of fact, we have gotten so much snow this year that we now are we're close to pulling ourselves out of the drought that we've been in. So that's great news. But the snow is beautiful. If you love to snow ski, they will, and they call it the greatest snow on earth, right? And I'll tell you, it really is. I'm not much of a skier. I prefer to be in the heat and the beach and soaking up the sun. But for those who love the snow, I definitely recommend you come to Utah and head up to Park City. It's beautiful. And yesterday I got to head up there and do about 4 hours of just sun-free love readings and at a beautiful store up there. It's called Indigo Highway. And if you really like, kind of the metaphysical, but also bohemian chic type stuff, then you would love this store. They have crystals, and then they have, sage bundles and Palo Santo, and they even have tarot decks now and oracle decks. Man, you name it. They have tons of just amazing, merchandise. And I forgot to wear them today. I should have put them in, but I got a pair of beautiful evil eye earrings, and I believe they're opalite, if I remember right. Anyway, beautiful jewelry, all sorts of stuff. And I actually got this really soft minky blanket. And if you're not familiar with what minky blanket is, I always forget. Sometimes I need to remember. Not everybody knows some of the terms, that we use in the U.S. or the companies, but it's the minky blanket is as soft as like a chinchilla, like a chinchilla animal, right? So it's just I end up purchasing this one that goes around your neck, and it warms up and gives you either heat, or you put it in the freezer and it's nice and cool. And so I thought, this is perfect, because when I do readings and when I start to channel the spiritual side, the spiritual world, and even if I am in a room with a lot of energy, I sweat, and it's crazy. I get so warm. I am not one that gets cold when I feel spirits or souls from the other side. So sometimes I walked in and felt a chill, and you knew that there was a soul spirit in the room. But for the most part, I get really warm. So I bought this, of course, for the heat, because what no better way to have nice soft chinchilla softness and heat on your shoulders and your neck, but also the coolness of it as I'm doing readings, So y'all might see me one day wearing this beautiful, like, chinchilla looking fur. I promise it's not. It's actually no minky. This is faux fur, So anyway, but yeah, yesterday was beautiful. Valentine's Day, I got to share love with many people. I was nonstop, one after the other. It was amazing. Then I came home, and after I fought a terrible snowstorm down the canyon, and I came home and sat with my family and my husband, and we don't really celebrate Valentine's, just not. We're we don't feel like we need a holiday to share our love, and but it's fun for the kids. So got the grandbabies some things, and then also our daughter a beautiful rose quartz bracelet. And then after we kind of spent time together, I hopped right on and started doing paid readings on my or through my Stephanie's tarot reading page on Facebook, and did some just beautiful readings till probably about, pretty sure I was off at about 10:30. So it was a very well deserved rest day today. I'll put it that way. It's amazing to see how the universe brings uh, so many beautiful blessings. But then it also reminds you, slow down, Stephanie. Take some of that time for yourself. And so I encourage you all, make sure you're doing that self-care, that self-awareness, because it's so easy when you do things such as I do, and sharing, this gift and the gifts that I have, or whatever it is. If you're doing, stuff for your family or the community, I cannot encourage you enough to make sure that you take care of yourself and do that first and foremost, because obviously at the end of the day, if you're no good to yourself, you're going to be no good to anyone else. And I need to practice that a whole lot more. So it was beautiful. Amazing day yesterday. All right. Well, let's go ahead. I'm going to pull our affirmation for the day, or well, for the week, I should say. For anybody that's new and listening, I'll pull an affirmation card based on the numbers or a number that I'm drawn to. And I really it's just an intuitive number that pops in my head. And usually, if not always, that number ends up connecting to uh, either one of my callers, um, or it ends up connecting to someone that ends up joining my live that I do on my Facebook page on Stephanie's Tarot Readings. I do 2 hours of free readings. And so if you're listening and you're ever interested, head on over to my Facebook page, Stephanie's Tarot Readings, and I just randomly pick people that are, that are on and watching, the viewers, and we just go with whatever comes. Or if you have a specific, question, we also can do that. But yeah, it's fun. It's a fun night. Wednesdays are my busy nights. Is rest. Nights are busy, but I love it. When you enjoy what you're doing, it's not work. It's just it's enjoyment. I look forward to it. Okay, all right. So the number that, as I've been sitting here, that has really popped into my head, and that's usually my spirit guides, my intuition, telling me that this number is very significant to somebody, obviously. And so I pulled the 16th card, and this week's affirmation says, it is easy for me to attract all that I need into my life. I do this by relaxing and trusting that things are going to work out perfectly. Is this really cool? What I just literally say to you, relax, I mean, this is a different relax, but just trusting everything's going to work out okay. And, I'll tell you that uh, the first part of this says it is easy for me to attract all that I need into my life. And, I'm going to be honest, when I was not in the mindset that I am in now, with the positive and just being optimistic and trying to, manifest everything in my life, of what I really want, I was seeing so much stuff come my way that was so negative and was just so difficult. If I seriously felt like, gosh, you know what? That saying, if I didn't have bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. And I was in that rut for quite some time. Then, when I really started to connect with my gifts, my spirituality, and really doing so much research about the law of attraction, realized that I was doing this to myself. All the bad thoughts, anything I said, and all of it, it was manifesting twice as much. So once I realized that, okay, I need to change my mindset, I need to change my energy. And of course, it doesn't happen overnight. It just doesn't. It takes time and it takes some work. But if the intent is there, it will happen. So when it says it's easy for me to attract all that I need into my life, it kind of is easy. I mean, it's uh, it's easy in a way. I guess that's the best way I can put it. But really, relaxing and trusting that things are going to work out perfectly is key, right? Just trusting that the universe or God or whoever you feel, your higher power, really has your best interests in mind. And at the end of the day, I feel if you I heard this the other day, and I'll mention this quick, and then I'll take my first caller. But I heard the other day on a little documentary that I've been watching. Um, how would they put it as uh, when my head lifted off my pillow this morning, I knew that's all I needed today. I thought, oh my gosh, how simple is that, right? And if you think about it, it's so true, right? You woke up, you're alive, you have so much to be grateful for, and that's all you need. So there you are. Inspirational quote of the day. All right. Well, with that said, I am super excited to connect with my first caller. And this caller is from South Australia. And this is Kayla. Hi, Kayla.
Hey,
How are you?
yeah, not too bad, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. Thank you. Thank you very much for asking. I'm happy to. I'm pulling some cards out, so apologies for a minute here. Um, I'm happy to help you with a reading tonight. What can I help you with?
Um, just I don't know, a general, or I'd really like to connect with my partner's dad because he's been struggling ever since he's passing.
Okay, okay, okay. All right. So I want to make sure I understood you correctly. So a general reading, or try to connect with. Did you say your partner's father? Is that right?
Yep, yep.
Okay, perfect. Okay, great. All right, no worries. I'm going to just kind of take a minute to get my mind quiet, but also pay attention to any changes within myself or the room. And so, if it's quiet for a minute, don't go anywhere. I'm here. I
Yeah,
just
that's okay.
sometimes it's nice to be in the silence for a moment. Okay, my friend. Okay. Okay, let me ask. First and foremost, I always ask my callers, even just, well, all my callers for the night. My two calls I usually take, but I do free readings on my Facebook page a little after I get off my show here. And anytime that I pick up numbers that really just they pop into my head, and I feel there's a really strong significance, I'll share that. And the number that before I got on my show tonight, I keep seeing the number 16. So 1 6. Do you connect with that in any personal way, or with your partner or partner's father?
Um, Not that I can think of at the moment.
Okay,
Um,
okay, no worries.
yeah,
Sometimes
I'm not
this
too
is
sure.
okay, no worries. That's okay. I I always ask, and I know that someone of my that will come within my path tonight. This is going to be significant, and really, just keep in mind this can be the 16th of
Could
a
it
month.
be, sorry, the first and sixth?
I'm sorry.
Could it be the first month, the first day of the sixth month,
Yes, ma'am.
the first of
Yes,
June? That's my
yes.
partner's birthday.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so this very well is already uh, possibly your partner's the father starting to come in, give us some connection already. So I love it. Just gave me chills. Gave me chills, Kayla. I love it. Um, I never doubt. I'll tell you, people will come to me and they'll say, doesn't quite make sense. And I say, it's okay. It will. And it always does eventually, you know. Okay.
That's
All right,
incredible.
my friend. Yeah, it's amazing to see. Uh, okay. Now, the first thing that I get numbers a lot, and a lot of the time it is loved ones on the other side just giving us beautiful validations, just as we just got. And so I always ask, before I get on my show, I do ask that any souls that walk within God's white light that would like to channel through me to give me signs, symbols, numbers, and numbers are always so popular, I guess, if you will. And so as I'm sitting here, I, uh, I, well, this is intro. Okay. Um, I'm also getting a 27. I keep seeing 2-7. So like the 27th of a month, the age of 27. Uh,
Um, I'll just, uh, I'll just ask my partner.
say that again,
Is
hun.
it
I'm
dad?
sorry.
The number 27 is dad. No, not sure on
Okay.
that one.
Okay. No. Okay, hun. No worries. That's okay. Uh, okay. Okay. Her dad's passing. If this is who I'm starting to pick up on with dad, if this is dad, I'm starting to get the energy changes, as I call it, in the room. I feel I keep getting the sense of I am sick. I have an illness. I'm not well. I'm sick, and then I I'm not, boy, I'll tell you, I feel there's a sense of I just didn't quite tell everyone the full truth. Um, then I pass after that time. Was he ill at the time of his
He
passing?
had cancer.
Okay.
He's
Okay.
passed away from cancer.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. Yeah. And I feel he's showing me that he knew he was sick for some time, but he just didn't want to worry her or anyone else for that matter. You understand that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Okay. Um, he refers to her as his baby girl. This is my side. She has to be the youngest, the only girl, or they just had a really close relationship
One
together.
daughter and one daughter and three boys.
Yep. Perfect. Oh, I think we got
Going
dad
to the
here.
mouse hero.
I love it. Yeah. He says this, my baby girl. He um, he thanks her. I hear to tell her thank you for. Uh, he's just showing me the blanket, keeping him warm, his feet, keeping his feet warm. Do you understand that?
Yeah, because he passed away at home
Yes.
and his wife. all she was saying sorry is all she was trying to keep him, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, he's so grateful that that so many, and he, wow, he's a proud man, my friend. He is a proud man.
Mm.
He is. Uh, he says that he he did not want for his family, especially his baby girl or any others for that matter, to have to do the things they had to do towards his end of life. Um, uh, it, he's showing me, and well, my legs are starting to get really heavy, and I'm feeling it full of fluid. Was he pretty swollen at the end of at the end of his life?
He was on oxygen at the end. He was his it was in his lungs, the
Okay,
cancer.
yeah, okay. He's mentioning how swollen he was. I don't know if you recall.
Yeah.
It, yeah,
He
he's mentioned.
he was very he got really skinny, and then towards right near the end was had fluid in his chest as well.
Gotcha, gotcha. Okay, yeah, okay. Um, he um wow, he's really showing me the energy coming from him makes me feel that his passing was not very long ago, within the last maybe couple years. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Um, yeah. He says,
This was 2 years, just over 2 years ago.
yeah, just barely, right? Just
Yeah.
over. Okay. Perfect. Um, oh, now I understand why he was why the birthday, of your partner. Um, uh, that he just wow, he is so proud, so proud of her, and just so proud that he gets to call her his daughter, and he also he needs her to also know. I keep hearing that he he absolutely loves, approves of her choices that she has made recently in her life. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I do.
Perfect. Perfect. Um, okay. Yeah, he's definitely, he's a bit of a quiet man. I have to tell you that he's a little quiet. I and I don't know if this is just because he's just a little, maybe he's a little radio shy, or that's just
Yeah,
how
'cause,
he was.
he's quite he'll say exactly how he thinks, and he's always very he jokes around all the time. He used to,
Yeah,
but
I
he was
love it.
always the first one to say something, and he was quiet, but he said it quietly. But then when he needs to say something, he'd say it.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. Well, and that's how he's coming through is the same way. Um, I know I only have a couple minutes left in this segment of my show, but one thing I have to leave you with, and I would say also with your partner, is he said you're right. He is kind of funny. Did you get the chance to meet him, by the way?
No, I didn't. I've just heard a lot about
Okay.
him.
Oh,
I've been
perfect.
told a lot by
Okay.
his mum. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's perfect because uh um he's he's hilarious, but he says tell my daughter, tell my daughter she's done good. She did good. He says, tell her she did good. And he says, make sure you include me in celebrations in the ceremony. I don't know if you're planning to have a ceremony, you're getting married, or birthday celebration, but he wants to be remembered and included. So make sure you honor him for sure, okay?
Yep. Okay.
I love it. Um, and one last thing, really quick, too. I do feel that uh, he he's really wanting her to make sure that she. This is interesting. He says for her to make sure she gets her knees checked. Her knees. I don't know if she's having issues with her knees. Very random.
His wife has had a knee reconstruction, so she's got pain in her knee again.
Ah, perfect. So this just validates that he is watching over her, sees the struggles, and now he's saying, please tell her to make sure she takes care of those. And how amazing is that? I love it. Amazing, beautiful validations from her dad, my friend. I love it. Um, well, I hope just this little bit helped you and your partner, and just give you, just some comfort knowing that he's watching over you all.
It does. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you, Kayla.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye. All right. Perfect. I love it. Oh, how beautiful. Amazing, amazing already. Amazing connections that we have with just that first caller. It blows me away sometimes how, that spirit works, and how beautiful that they can come through with such amazing, specific validations. And I mean, this gal lives in Australia, my friends. I did not know her. I didn't even know the name until, obviously, until I got her on the call.